You're tuned in to the DMV Hoops Podcast. The DMV Hoops Podcast is hosted by Kirk Cross.
This is Jonathan Scribner, head girls basketball coach at St. John's College High School, and this is the DMV Hoops Podcast.
Welcome to the DMV Hoops Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things basketball across the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia areas.
All right, welcome to Mac Media Day. Our fourth team adjusting the media today will be St. James from Hagerstown, Maryland. We appreciate you guys coming down. We've got Coach Richard Tech Lewis, who will be introducing his players. Media will have questions for you. Again, media, please introduce yourself and say your media name before your first question. We've got 10 to 20 minutes here to hear from St. James, and thanks again for coming down.
I want to first introduce Aiden Carter. He's a junior for us this year. We got Jaoa Almo. He's a junior as well. Khari Yates. He's a sophomore, rising sophomore. And then we have our captain, three-time all-conference player, Jayden Yates.
Marcus Held, the Made Hoops. Coach, now that you've got this full season under your belt with this program and the team, how have you felt about the expectations coming into this year?
Felt good. I think last year was a learning experience for me, learning the MAC, learning our conference, also learning private school. So I came from public school, been there for a while, familiar with you guys, and just kind of not having the summer under our belt, fall, not really having a fall last year, and just meeting these guys for the first time. I feel like coming this year, we're well-rounded. We'll have more chemistry. We'll have a little bit more size, a little bit more athleticism, and a lot more experience.
What kind of struck you as your impressions of the league last year?
It's tough. Tough league defensively. Everybody's tough. Athletically, everybody's tough. You pretty much see a D1 guard every night, what I learned last year. So that's kind of the things that I saw last year in the league. Like the guard play is probably one of the best in the city, if not the Maryland DMV.
And Jayden, wanted to ask you, two-sport standout. What are your goals for senior year?
Yeah, so I'm looking at definitely the first thing is having a better season than we've had in the past. We haven't had much success in the MAC or in general, so I'm looking to get a lot more wins this year. And just for me personally, as a career milestone, I'm close to the 2,000-point mark, so that's definitely a goal for me. I'm around 1,600 points right now, so I want to hit that mark before the end of the season.
Houston Wilson from Pro Insight. Jayden, obviously a 3-year all-league player. Coach just mentioned you being a captain. What type of leadership do you have to bring to this group?
Yes, sir. So in the past, I've always led by example, but this year I'm going to try and be a more vocal leader. Because in the past, I led by example, like I said, but I didn't always talk the most. So this year, I'm really on bite down on trying to be more vocal and just tell my teammates what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, and just try and get everyone more involved.
Jack Smith, Panther Media. Jayden, on the football field, all-purpose yards leader now in the county. How do your quarterbacking skills translate to the basketball court or vice versa? Yeah,
I would definitely say as a quarterback, you got to know what everyone's doing at every point in the game, offense and defense-wise. So I would say from an IQ standpoint that it just helps me see the floor better in basketball. And then basketball standpoint to football, it's kind of like a quarterback of the offense, because I play point guard and shooting guard. So it's just translate because I play quarterback, so.
For the players, you guys go to a school, it's a well-heeled school, it's rural, isolated. What do you guys do for fun that you can say in front of your coach? What do you guys do for fun? How do you enjoy yourselves there?
AC?
I like lifting weights and playing football, so that's what I do for fun around here. Play a little bit of video games here and there. That's about it.
Yeah, so we're a boarding school, so we only have 250 kids, so we're a really close boarding school. So we plan weekend activities, we'll go to Hershey Park, we'll go off campus, like ice skating, something like that. Just like fun things off campus and on campus activity events, like sporting events. We'll do like basketball tournaments and things like that. Yes, sir.
Alfonso Duckett, Who's Mizzou Network. This question is for you, Coach Tech. What do you want the fans and families to know about this group of kids you have this year?
Well, one, they're great kids. One thing I learned at my first year at St. James, and I've heard this from a couple of my new coaches I have, that they're probably one of the most respectful group that we've ever coached. So that's one of the things I can tell everybody. Also, academically, it's a busy school. These guys work super hard on the athletic fields, but they work just as hard in the classroom because we got a nonstop schedule. Just to get here, honestly, they just got out of football practice. Everybody except Jaoa, he ran cross country, but our school you have to play 2 sports. So those are the biggest things that I can say. Like, these guys are nonstop all year round. We never get a break, but they're great. Not just great kids, but academically we're super strong. The other thing on the court. And on the fields, you'll get one of the most hardworking teams you'll see. These guys aren't going to let up, no matter what the score is. Wins and losses. We had some of those last year. So one of the things I can tell you, we're not going to stop playing. We're going to play super hard. We're going to work super hard, and we'll figure out the score at the end. But you'll get that from these guys right here. Yep.
Joseph Mitchell, Capital Hoops. For any of the other players other than Jayden's obviously one of your headline guys. Offense going through him. Defense is key on him. How do you guys make sure you guys keep the defenses honest, make your plays when necessary, and help Jayden support on offense?
A big thing that we work on in practice is communicating and talking on defense, and even when we warm up, doing warm-up lines, we have this defensive closeout drill where we're talking and active and using our hands and all that. So I think that really brings us together and keeps us correlated with each other and on the same page while we're playing defense.
That, and also being able to play off his gravity, cutting off long, being able to set off ball screens. So.
I got nothing. Y'all said it.
Skylar Nelson, Scholar Athlete Sports Network. This question actually is for you, Jayden. What has been your favorite moment, not just being a part of St. James, but also just a part of this program?
I would say not a specific moment, but just being with the team. Like I said, we go to a boarding school, so everyone's close 24/7, and you really build a special bond, to a point that where you feel like some of these guys are your brothers. You've been growing up with them for so long. This is my 5th year at the school because I've been going there since 8th grade. So just knowing these guys for so long, it's just a special place to be for sure.
Alfonso Duckett again, Who's Mizzou Network. This question is for Aiden and Jaoa. Just describe your game in 3 words.
3 words? I got 1. Grit.
I say athleticism, shooting, and defense.
Thank you.
Aiden's not playing about that either. He's a defensive lineman, so. He led our team in charges last year, so you'll be in the action. If we don't have any more questions, I just got a couple closing comments. Is that okay?
Go ahead, Coach.
Okay, just wanted to kind of give I know these guys are here. Wanted to talk about each one of them, and then some of the guys who aren't here, and then kind of our ending, our outlook for the season. Everybody knows Jayden, so I really don't have to introduce him. But Khari Yates is his younger brother, so I'm not sure if everybody kind of picked up on that. But Khari was a 9th grader last year and got thrown in the fire at the point guard position. So that was kind of his first baptism to the league. And we're expecting big things from Khari this year. He's I think he's taking that next step. So he'll be a lot better this year. J.O. was his first year at the school when he transferred in, and he's going to take a step up as well. I think Aiden, we already kind of know what he's going to bring. He's our leader, our captain. With Jayden, he's going to bring like a lot of toughness and a lot of grit to the team. We have a couple guys that's not here. We have a 6'5" freshman, Xavier Gerdock, who transferred in. I think he'll do some big things for us. We also have Matisse Lampo, about 6'4", 6'5". He'll be pretty athletic for us as well. And then we have some other returners. Xavier, X, we call him X. He's signed with Townsend State. He's along with Aiden. He'll provide us with some grit as well. So we'll have a more experienced team, but I think we'll be a lot deeper than we've been in the last 2 or 3 years. And I know last year the results weren't what we wanted, but I think we'll put it all on the line and see what happens this year.
Real quick, so Khari and Jayden, is that the first time y'all have gotten to play together?
In a high school setting, yeah, like we played together in like little league and stuff, but like in like an actual like, yes, sir.
Yes. What was that experience like?
It was nice because like we played football together actually too last year for the first time, and the first game of the season it was like a tie game with like 30 seconds left, and I threw him the game-winning touchdown. So like that was a special moment for sure. And then the basketball season, like just like being able to like. You think about those moments like when you're a kid, like being able to play with your brother. Like I play with him outside all the time as a kid, and then like actually getting to do it on the court, it was a special moment for sure.
Khari, same.
Yeah, I can definitely second that. Always beating him outside got kind of boring, so it was nice finally getting to be on his team for once, and it was definitely a special moment for me as well.
Right.
Skylar Nelson again from Scholar Athlete Sports Network. You guys talked a lot about football. So, like, what is the difference between the recovery for football and basketball for you guys on a personal level?
I mean, not too much. You know, football translates to basketball very well in the physicality. I mean, I feel like as our team, we're a very competitive and gritty team. Like Coach Tech said, no matter what, we're going to give 100% no matter the score. So I think that physicality from football brings over to the basketball court, and we show that.
I would say for me personally, the recovery is definitely a little harder for football because I'm a dual threat quarterback, so like I run the ball too, so I'm getting hit a decent amount. So I would say the recovery like difference is probably like 2 to 3 days for football versus basketball. That's why we only play once a week for football rather than like 3 times a week for basketball.
And I can kind of speak for all of us, or for myself first. I drink a lot of water, eat healthy, make sure I'm getting proper exercise. And all of us last year actually took a dance class at St. James to work on like stretching and flexibility and working on our muscles and making sure we were recovered for the next week of practice and games.
Alfonso Duckett again, Who's Mizzou Network. This is for you, Coach Tech. How do you define success beyond wins and losses?
I don't look at the scoreboard a lot of times. I tell them the same thing. Sometimes I can tell we're winning or losing by not looking at the score on how we play. So I kind of I measure like how we play, how we're rebounding, how our offense is going, how our defense is going. I can tell you without looking at the score if we're playing well or not. But also like sometimes wins, you can lose a game and it could be a win. So I think last year we had a couple of those moments where we just didn't get it done. But for them, they felt good about it. But we need some more of those this year. And then hopefully we can get over that hump. But I think success is measured in a lot of ways. But I think these guys know, like, even sometimes when we lose some games, they know if they put it all out on the line. And as long as you do that, then you already won. And that's in life, too.
One more for you, Jayden. I know you probably get this a lot, but, like, what's the plan for next year? Do you want to play both? What's kind of that thought in college? What's that thought process like?
Yeah, so I'm still not decided yet if I'm going to play football or basketball. I've been talking to schools throughout all levels, a lot of Ivy League schools, Patriot League schools for both sports. So I'm probably going to decide at the end of basketball season just to like look where my chances of going are next year. So we'll see at the end of basketball season for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, anyone else got anything? Coach, guys, thank you for coming down. We appreciate you guys making the trip. Best of luck this year.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. It's a great event.
Thank you. St. Andrews, you guys are up next. 5 minutes.
And now, post-podium access with Kirk Cross. St. James and head coach Richard Tech Lewis.
Kirk Cross with the DMV Hoops Podcast. St. James was just at the podium. We have Coach Lewis. We have Jayden Yates. Gentlemen, thanks for making the trip from Hagerstown, first of all. I think I've called some games in some gyms. You guys have come down. I ask a lot of folks, what's going to get fans to Hagerstown? Why are they coming to see you this winter?
Biggest thing, I think we're going to be exciting. One of the things I want to get to those guys, the wins and losses come, but give the fans a show, make sure they want to come see you play. And when I mean excited, we're going to play defense, we're going to play offense, we're going to get up and down a little bit, we're going to slow it down some, we're going to kind of do a little bit of both. But I think with this guy shooting the basketball and some other guys that we have, I think we'll be able to get some more fans in the gym this year.
Coach Lewis, thank you for giving these young people that experience. Mr. Yates, are we going to get to 2,000 this year?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I've been averaging a little over 500 points in total per season, so all I got to do is keep on that average, and I'll hit that mark.
Me and you one-on-one?
I got me.
You got you.
Every day.
The St. James folks right here at the MAC Media Day. Gentlemen, thanks for coming down. We'll see you in Hagerstown.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're tuned in to the DMV Hoops Podcast. Thanks for listening.